Hello, everyone. This week we are revisiting an episode with Christina Pazsitsky. She's been on my show 5 or 6 times, and I was trying to figure out which one I wanted to revisit, and I thought, let's just go back to where it all started. And so this is an episode from 2012. And if you remember, for a very brief moment, I was doing part 1 and part 2 of episodes. So this is when I had switched from doing, I started just Monday episodes, and then I added a Thursday episode. And at the beginning, you know what? Now I'm realizing maybe I'm not the best historian of my show, because if someone were to say like, no, you did it on a different day, I would say, all right, maybe you're right. But I believe, the part 2 would come out on Thursday. And I did that. It was very brief. And then I introduced what has now become the Thursday show shortly after that. But anyway, originally this ran as a part 1 and a part 2. You will hear both parts on this episode. We have rectified what was, I think, an error in judgment for a little while. So anyway, hope you enjoy this episode. Here it is. Allison Rosen is your new best friend. Allison, with her good times never end. Allison Rosen, doing the wavy pencil dance again. Allison's your new best friend. Hey everyone, hi, hello, it's me, Allison Rosen, and welcome to another episode of Allison Rosen is Your New Best Friend. My guest today is Christina Pazsitsky of Your Mom's House, co-host of Your Mom's House podcast, and former person from Road Rules.
Oh, why did you do that?
Oh, come on.
I'm trying to live that down.
You are? On Twitter, a long time ago, you said you were fine mentioning it, because it came up when Dave Holmes was on the show.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What did he have to say?
Well,
do I know him? I don't think I know him.
He was an MTV VJ. He lost to Jesse Camp on that, like, I want to be a VJ thing. And he's a pop culture fan, as I am. And so then we just started talking about Road Rules and Real World. And I said, you know, Christina from Road Rules a long time ago now has a podcast. And then we pulled up your picture and whatnot.
Embarrassing.
So, yeah.
Can I tell you that more people remember me from that show than, like, I've done a lot of stuff since then. Like, I've been on Chelsea Lately for, like, a year and a half. And, like, VH1 stuff. And nobody remembers that as much as Road Rules.
It's weird. Did it have a larger audience then?
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it was at a time, it was way more innocent back then. Mm-hmm. You know, it was a time when the premise was like, let's get into a Winnebago and just get drunk for 2 months. And we didn't even fight, really. Like, I told Piggy she had no soul or something, and that, or maybe Keefla, the black guy. Yeah.
I forgot. Where was Piggy from?
Oh, she's an asshole. Where is she? She's from England. Yeah, sorry.
I knew there was an accent.
I'm blocking it out. Yeah.
Wait, were you on the Jake and what's her name season, or were you on a different season?
No, Jake is before me, but I know him. Yes, okay. I like him very much.
He's like a writer in New York, or was.
Yes, for like FHM and stuff. Yes. Very cool dude. I like him a lot. There's very few people I keep in touch with. Like, I'm still BFFs with Susie Meister from my season. Do you remember Susie?
I'm blanking out.
She's like the blonde Christian girl, and they put us together because I was all goth and like, and they thought we weren't gonna be friends, and we ended up getting along so well, and I still love her.
What I remember is you had short blonde hair, and I think you wore glittery lipstick sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, that was the 90s.
Wait, who else? Yes, the 90s.
And I wore denim overalls, unfortunately, in a few episodes too.
Did you ever undo like just Susie, yes.
No. Oh, there she is, too.
Hey, wait, who else is on that season?
I love her so much. Okay, so there's Susie, there's Keefla, Piggy the Crazy, Shane McBride from Canada, Chadwick, who was a compulsive liar and
Not
he did backflips.
Many Chadwicks go by Chadwick.
Right, they usually, most sane people shorten it.
Right.
Chad.
Chadwick's
a little douchey.
Okay, now we're looking at a photo.
So is Chadwick, so that was there we go. Oh my God.
Which one is Chadwick?
Look how young and cute I was. He's the first one.
With the giant guns?
You know, he reminds me of, what's that guy in the Breakfast Club? Judd Nelson a little bit there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or do you mean Emilio Estevez?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, it's hard to
Judd
tell.
Nelson was like the bad kid, the juvie. Is that what you mean?
He's doing the fist pump thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, there we were.
There you
That was in
are.
Australia. That was in Melbourne. I think they shot that.
Now, did you go on and do the other shows?
Oh, no.
I'm going to take that as a no.
Well, here's what happened. So, no, they asked me to do. I did one challenge in Jamaica, and they were like, "We'll give you $10,000 and a free trip to Jamaica, and if you last beyond 2 weeks, we give you like I don't know a few grand more." And I was like, "All right, it's a free trip," and it was sponsored by Red Stripe. So I just drank a lot of beer, and it was a very lesbian heavy season. It was like Ruthie and Genesis.
All the famous MTV lesbians.
The best.
Ruthie was an alcoholic, right?
She was.
From Hawaii season.
She cleaned up though, and so the lesbians kept me around way longer than I should have been. But I had a nervous breakdown like day 2 on that thing.
What happened?
Well, first of all, we're all lunatics, all right? I freely admit that I'm fucking bananas too.
Do you have to be to get on one of the shows?
Yeah,
yeah. Wait, now do you mean because that makes for good television or because you'd have to be nuts to want to do the show?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, but well, here's what they do. The casting process is really them breaking you down and seeing if you're willing to be emotionally vulnerable on camera. So that's really the process. That's why those old casting specials, if you don't cry, you're not on the show.
Wow. So like, what kind of stuff do they do during the cast? Like, how do they break you down?
Okay, I'll tell you. Here's how you get on a reality show, if you want to know.
We do.
Okay, so you got to share a lot of it, like family information, really personal shit that you wouldn't tell people. Yeah, and then you have to cry during casting. And I remember one day there was a final audition, like whatever interview, and I wasn't crying yet because I was like, I don't. And they called in the big guns, the psychologist that they worked with, and they brought up my relationship with my mother, who I have a very strained relationship with, and I was like, oh, they want me to cry, and I knew that they wanted me.
You could feel it.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, just give them what they want and get on road rolls. I cried. Yeah, it was so cheesy, yeah.
Do you think there was a difference? Because you were saying that it was innocent. Do you think there's a difference between your years and like now? Because I just remember with Real World, around the Las Vegas season, all of a sudden they were like getting naked in the hot tub the first night. And I thought, it's so different now than it was at the beginning.
Oh, it sucks now. I would rather join the Taliban than do one of these stupid challenges because the show's lost its integrity. The premise was, hey, 6 strangers getting to have this great experience, getting to know each other, finding themselves. They're all like 19 and 20. And now it's just like a bunch of hot dopes.
Right.
Hooking up.
Drunk sluts.
Yeah, giving each other chlamydia. and that's the show. And they're boring. They're fucking boring. Because most hot 20-year-olds are goddamn boring. They don't have anything to say. There's no personality there.
Right.
So I can't even watch it. And I think what happened, it used to be, the company is called Bunham Murray. Mary Ellis Bunham. She's dead now. But she used to cast these shows, and she had a soap opera background. And so she really had an eye for interesting people and interesting story. And when she kicked the bucket, everything changed. That's my theory.
It's like they just went for people who were like on 10 to begin with.
Tits and ass. It was a TNA show. Yeah, I think you're right. I think the Vegas cast was the tipping.
Right. Well, because they seemed very self-aware. Like they seemed like people who knew exactly what they were getting into. Now, I have heard
kill myself thinking about it.
What? Okay, I'll only make you want to kill yourself for like 5 more minutes.
No, you can ask me. My disgust has nothing to do with you asking me. It just I have physical revulsion now thinking about the people.
Right.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I had a flashback.
I've heard, and I'm just going to berate you with it.
Go ahead.
Just a couple more minutes.
I love it.
I've heard something about people are either like they put them into categories of green light, red light, or yellow light when they're casting them. And now I'm making this up, but it's something like the green light people are ones who will get along with everyone. The red light people are ones who will fight with everyone, and the yellow light are sort of they could go either way. And that I feel like I was reading about casting for Survivor maybe or something like that. This is years ago, or someone told me, or I just pulled this out of my ass. And it's not the last one. The yellow light ones, they could go either way, and that's actually who they want. Does that make any sense, or do you think they want contentious, like people who will get in conflict?
No, because if you look at the casting for my season, like Piggy was clearly imbalanced emotionally. Like she has real, I think, problems. And so she was supposed to be the one, the shit mixer. They always like Puck. Remember Puck?
Yes.
Dude, that guy is like the red light contentious, just there to start some shit. Yeah, I think they want more red lights now than anything. It seems to me it's really...
Right. So how old were you when you did this show? You were 18, you said?
No, I was 21. 21. I just turned 22, I think.
Okay.
So when I was cast, I was 21.
And what made you want to do it? Like, what was your... You grew up in the Valley, you said,
question.
right?
Yeah.
So what was that like, and what made you want to do the show?
Well, I grew up in the Valley, but I was a real... I hated being home. I didn't like the Valley. I didn't like being at home. So I was out like in Hollywood hitting the streets. Not hitting the streets as in like prostitute, but I was a fucking punker goth wild child. I was doing acid and smoking cigarettes and going to goth clubs and stuff by the time I was 15, and I was adventurous. And I studied abroad a year in England. This is in college. I studied philosophy.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to University of San Francisco, which is like the best city to be young and frivolous and crazy because it's all people questioning their sexuality and taking drugs. It's awesome. So yeah, I came back from a year abroad, and I was living in a closet, literally, like with 5 other kids because rents were crazy in the 90s. And I was like, I just want to get back and see the world again. And I found a flyer in the school cafeteria for Road Rules, and I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna go. Fuck it, man. And it ended up just progressing. Like, one interview turned into 3 and 4, and then before you know it, I was on the show.
At that point, did you think that you wanted to be a performer?
No. The stand-up thing came much later. It happened because, like I said, I studied philosophy, and then I graduated. I was like, oh, there's no philosophy company to work at.
You weren't recruited?
Yeah.
By Anderson Philosophy.
Right. Lots of ideas, nothing to do. Excuse me. I'm sorry. This is your podcast. I shouldn't burp. Oh, I'm such a loser. I do this on my own podcast, not yours. I don't know. And then I was real depressed growing up, actually. I was very depressed for many years, like hardcore goth, Bauhaus, Joy Division listening.
And was this kind of before the days where they put everyone on meds who was depressed?
Oh, yeah. God, no. There's no such thing. There was no such thing. So I don't know. I was always attracted to comedy, but I didn't know that women could really be stand-ups per se. I didn't see that as an option. I saw that I could be on SNL, but I didn't like character work. I felt that was too, I don't know, inauthentic. I
feel like growing up in terms of stand-up I don't know how old you are. I feel like
I'm 36.
Oh, okay. We are about the same age, except I'm 37. But stop laughing at me, Gary.
Oh my gosh.
Growing up,
hold on. What birth month? Like, when were you 37?
May.
I have to know. Okay.
I'm going to be 37 and a half. And when this comes out, I will.
So depressing.
I was thinking, it really is. I was thinking about that as I was driving over. I was thinking, my half birthday's coming up. Fuck, I'm old.
Yeah, I know.
So anyway, growing up, 37. Rita Rudner, Judy Tenuta, Paula Poundstone, Elaine Boozler.
Yeah.
I feel like that's who the female stand-ups were.
Yeah. And they all had shoulder pads. And it was like, so my period came late. And you're like, oh my God. Like, it just didn't seem very cool. It didn't seem like a cool thing to get into until...
No, not at all.
No, until I saw Janine Garofalo when I was like in high school. And I was like, oh, I want to be Janine Garofalo. Like, she finally looked like me and had the bad attitude that I did. And then, yeah. And I did Groundlings when I graduated from college. And I hated it because, like, have you ever done that stuff, the improv?
Yeah, a bit. I took improv classes in New York when I lived there, but I didn't actually, I was not on a team, and I didn't do the whole, like, performing at the club thing, improv style.
Okay, but it was like a comedy improv way, or just like a scene?
It was the one, oh my God, why am I blanking out? It's the big one, the one that does Ass Cat out here. Help me, Gary.
UCB.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I did improv in New York, yeah.
I think they're good, but the Groundlings I felt was so cheesy because they're like, you're in a donut shop and you're doing your speech, and I was like, this is fucking bullshit. Like, I just felt that I had more stuff to say. I had stuff to talk about, not just doing space work in like a hot room.
Well, see, that
stresses
was
me
my
out.
problem with it as well, because it would be like the second day or whatever, and they're like, okay, everyone get on the ground. Now I'm going to say an age.
Right.
And then you have to act out that age without using any words, but you can make sounds. 6 months old. And then so everyone around is like flopping around being like, or whatever. And I'm just looking around like, oh my God, you guys look like a bunch of fucking idiots. And I know that means that I'm not the improv material if I was that self-conscious. But, or they, did you guys do heralds?
No, but I know what that is because my friend Sarah was in that. Yeah, like
the
long form.
Right. So they start with like a, balloon, and then everyone has to, act out balloon or like, and I don't know, people just so quickly turn into such dorks. I sound very judgmental.
No, I think
at that point, like, that wasn't funny.
Well,
or fun.
Here's the thing: is that honestly, good improv, I guess, is good. I find that. All right, this is a total comic in me. Like, this is going to sound terrible, but I do feel like it's kind of it's a little bit easier. It's a little bit of a cheat, the improv thing.
Oh yeah,
you and 5 other people.
Yeah.
And, you can be accidentally funny. And stand-up is like, hey, go out to Peoria for a week and you make this fucking room full of people laugh every night and you're across from a dirt track next to a strip club. Try that on. Like, so I like the toughness of it. I like the hard knocks. I like the punk of it, the punk rockness of just like, oh, yeah.
That it's so stripped down.
Yeah, I love the realness. And I think today in our society, everybody's so in front of their computers and the tweeting, and there's very little authentic connection. The comedy club is the last place you can sit in the dark with a bunch of strangers and have this collective experience that means something, kind of like podcasting now, where people are... I love podcasting because it's like, oh, guess what, you guys? All these major networks, they're fucking wrong. America's a lot smarter than you think because they're listening to podcasts. And this is nothing but a long discussion. And it's not like, it's fucking real.
Right. I've been saying that I think podcasts are replacing books. I think if people want to experience ideas that unfold slowly, podcasts are that more than anything on TV or the radio is, for sure. But now I've heard comedians who do stand-up talk about the fact that doing podcasting makes them approach their stand-up differently because they're so authentic and there's no veil at all during the podcast, that then to go on stage where they're doing material that they've done before. Like, how do you feel about that?
I always feel like I'm disappointing the podcast listeners. Like, I'm so thankful when they show up. Like, I can tell who's a podcast listener versus just someone that, went to the Cheesecake Factory and then came over to see my show at the Improv. Like, I'm so thankful for everybody that comes to my shows, obviously, but when it's a mommy, this is what we call our listeners, you can see it in their face. Like, there's this relationship, this unspoken thing. And I always feel like I'm disappointing them because I think that they want me just to stop telling jokes and talk
about what's going on
bullshit.
With you.
Yeah. Which I would love to do. I don't get paid just to do that, though.
So, okay. You call your listeners and your husband, Tom Segura. Right. You guys both call each other mommy. And do you also call each other jeans?
Or some variant. Mommy jeans, doggy jeans.
Where did this all come from? I need the backstory on all of this.
Does it seem, you seem like a together person, Allison.
Oh, but I'm not. Thank you.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. You live with your boyfriend, right?
I do, yes.
How long have you guys been together?
About a year and a half.
Oh, that's a really cute time.
Thank you.
Are you guys farting in front of each other?
That has just begun. Yeah. For a while, no. But so you burped earlier on this podcast.
Sorry, yeah.
That's totally okay.
Okay.
I have realized that since moving in with my boyfriend, I forget to, like, before we didn't make a habit of burping in front of each other, although I'm fine with that. In fact, I feel like theoretically or intellectually, this is my intellectual take on burping and farting. Okay. Intellectually, I feel like you should be burping and farting in front of your significant other all the time. You should probably be going to the bathroom with the door open. Like, that's the kind of open...
Number 2 or number 1?
Both. I mean, that's the kind of openness I just would like to think. Okay. And yet, we don't do that. Like, we still pretty much close the door, number 1 even. Although I wouldn't really have a problem with having the door open for that. Although I guess there's not really any need. But anyway, where I'm going with this though is that now that we live together, I am totally unable to not really like burp loudly out loud, and I do it, and I think what it's like I'm forgetting the fact that I'm at home is superseding the fact that I'm not alone.
Right. Well,
it wasn't a conscious choice.
No, but I like that because my theory with this too is that if you're holding in farts or burps, you're holding in secrets in your relationship because it's an inauthentic way of being.
Yeah.
Right. Like if you would have ripped one alone, why not share that with the guy in your life?
Right. I guess. Yes.
So, anyways, my husband and I, just so you know, we're very open and we're very weird like that. So this is how my husband broke the fart barrier with me, just so you know.
Okay.
We were sitting on my couch. We were dating 3 months in. Mm-hmm. And he's in his boxer shorts. I'm in my jammies. And he grabs my hand and he puts it in his crotch. And then he rips one. And I was like, I think I'm going to marry you. Like, I don't know. There was something. It was a risky move on his part.
Something so innocent and authentic about that, though.
3 months in.
Yeah.
So then, okay, so the mommy thing.
But if he's in his boxers and you're in your pajamas 3 months in, like you're already very comfortable with each other, obviously at that point. Yeah.
Well, Tommy and I, we broke down barriers very, very quickly.
Mm-hmm. How fast?
3 months in. But I'm answering with the mommy jeans and the mommy stuff.
Yeah.
It came from a discussion. We were, you know how gross it is? I think it's disgusting in Latin culture when
yes, I know where
papi.
Yeah.
And we came back from Florida, I think, where his family lives. And I was like, that stuff is so gross, dude. I'm mommy. And that's how it started. We started calling each other mommy as a joke. Uh-huh. And then it just evolved. And so now our friends and our family call us mommy. We call everybody mommy in our life. Like my best friend, everybody's a mommy or mommy jeans. My new nephew is baby jeans. Everybody's in the jeans.
Are you but now when you say it, are you imagining M-A-M-I or M-O or the other way? Because I think that in Latin culture it's M-A-M-I.
I think you're right. Mm-hmm. But we honkdified it. So it's M-O-M-M-Y.
You've whitewashed it. Thank you.
Yep.
Now, why do you find it gross, even though I totally agree with you and agreed with you?
Find what gross? The mommy thing?
Yeah.
Because it's a maternal/paternal relationship. Like, why would you sexualize even the daddy? Like, that's so grody to me, dude. Like, some guy be like, "Who's your daddy?" Like, oh, it's Art Pazsitsky. He works. He's a forklift mechanic in the valley. Why would you? Yeah. Or people are like, let's do it in my parents' bed when they're gone for vacation.
Oh,
did you ever do that?
No.
Yeah, it's so gross, right?
I'm trying to think if I've ever even had sex in my parents' house.
I hated it. I hated doing that.
I don't think I did. I know
the pressure. Yeah. The fucking pressure. Even when they were gone on vacation and I'd have my boyfriend over, I was like, oh, they're going to come home early. Mm-hmm. They're going to find me. They're going to kill me.
Would they have?
Yeah, my parents are pretty strict. My dad's like Hungarian, old school. Yeah.
Art of the story but a moment ago?
Yeah, from Canoga Park. Yeah, he just made an appearance on our podcast. Mm-hmm. We had Roseanne Barr on.
I know. I want to ask you about
cool,
that. Yeah.
So I was like, oh, Tommy, we should call our dads because his dad's a conservative Republican and my dad's pretty liberal and have their takes on the election.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, and my dad's super patriotic because he's a foreigner and like he escaped from Hungary to come here and he's a self-made man. Like I so respect him. And he goes, Mitt Romney, he's like a used car salesman. He's like the manager of the Honda dealership. I was laughing anyway. So he got a bunch of fan mail, a bunch of fan tweets today, and I showed them to him, and he was very excited. What do you think of the mommy thing? Why is it gross to you?
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the sexualizing the mom, and then calling a stranger that I call it like a little kid, like hey, mommy is just any woman. It's weird. It's
a weird. I wonder why they do that. They're pretty matriarchal Latin cultures, right? Like they like the Virgin Mary and stuff.
Yeah, I guess. What is it? Is it or are they patriarchal? I would say they're patriarchal.
You think so?
Maybe I'm wrong though.
I don't know, dude.
Gary, what's your take?
They seem very matriarchal.
But do you think
Mom.
the mommy thing is weird?
Yes.
Hi, Mommy.
Yeah, especially when it's in that voice.
I used to go to public school here in the Valley. I went to Portola Junior High, and there was this one guy in my math class. This Mexican guy, he would wear a poncho, and he would always rub his crotch in math class and look at me and go, "Ay, mommy, ay."
Oh.
So I think I also have that association.
Yeah.
When you get sexually harassed with it yourself, you're like, not so hot.
He would wear a poncho year round.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like that doesn't breathe.
It's not. It's like it was made of like a burlap material.
This is reminding me of the fact that I think I had a poncho at one point. What's the thing that's just like a circle of fabric and it has little slits that you stick your hands?
Is it a capelet?
Yes. We wore such weird stuff back then. And then also I had, I think, bloomers and culottes.
What?
Yeah, I had various arrays of long shorts.
Short pants, right? Isn't that what the English call them? Like short pants?
Oh, really? I think sometimes we just call them shants. But I always think like jams is what those were as well.
Those are so ugly, jams.
Yeah.
Well, you grew up in Orange County. Everybody wore
did.
jams then,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Culottes are...
Culottes are like... I feel like they're like bell bottoms that end at your knees. They're just bell bottoms on a smaller scale. Gary, could we turn the air on? Thank you.
I would like that.
Yes. It's what the fuck is going on? It is going to be actually now it's like early November. It's going to be mid to later November. Who knows when this is going to air? Sometime soon.
Hot.
And it's so hot.
It's so gross. And I'm dressed like a total goth queen, too.
And I am, too.
Well, were you in high school?
I was someone who wanted desperately to fit in the first few years. And then... That makes it sound like I was in high school for like so many years.
And then the second 5 years.
Right. And then by the end, I just I accepted that I was who I was, and I was just sort of someone who was kind of on the fringes of things and couldn't wait to get out of there.
Oh,
I didn't really
high school.
I didn't really belong to any. I had two best friends, and we hung out with each other, and I just kind of disliked it, but. I went to a small private kindergarten through 8th, and that was a much more intense experience. High school I went to public high school, and it was big, and in that way I kind of liked that you could just kind of eke by and not really be conspicuous, whereas everyone had their designated role kind of at the school that I'd gone to before, and it was like we were with the same people from 5 years old to 13.
Oh, so you really grew up with those kids.
Yes.
And you already knew who they were and they knew you. And...
Yeah, and you just were sort of, I don't know, you were just kind of pigeonholed. You were just of a type or whatever, and then all of a sudden I could, yes, Gary?
Gary?
No, I totally agree with you.
What?
Yeah, no, I don't know. It seems weird. It's
fucking Gary?
I'm trying to think. It seemed weird that you said.
Yeah.
It seemed weird that you said that the high school was big because by a lot of people's standards,
We
it
went
was
to the
kind
same
of
high
small.
school.
Oh,
But
that's
compared
right.
to
Harvard, yeah,
right,
yeah.
compared to a class of 44, it was
Yeah,
big.
Absolutely.
How
but
big was your high school?
Well, here's the thing. I got kicked out of public school and went to...
For what?
Oh, boy. I decided to stop going.
That's such a wise decision, though.
Yeah, 9th grade, I was like, you know what? I don't really like it here. And I just stopped going. I didn't...
How long did it take them to catch up with you?
Okay, here's how long you can go in high school.
Oh, good. This is useful.
Just so people know. You can go an entire semester.
Wow.
I would say I had about 3 weeks left in the semester. Here's the thing. I went sporadically. You have to show up at least... like once a day at some point to check in, like at homeroom, because they'll call your house. They used to call your house.
Well, if you have to show up once a day, what's the fucking point?
I know, dude. You just have to check in, but you can show up I just show up way late. I would ditch out on PE and all that stuff. Yeah, and then I went to an all-girls Catholic high school. So I got kicked out of public school. My parents put me in this all-girls Catholic school, and it was like heaven on earth. I loved it.
Really?
Oh, it was so great because you could leave your book bag somewhere and walk across campus and nobody would steal it. And I wasn't getting into fights. I used to get in a lot of fights with black chicks a lot.
Physical fights?
Oh, yeah. Did you ever fight with black girls?
No, I've actually never, and I hope this doesn't jinx it, because at this age, my bones will break.
It's brutal.
I've never been in a physical fight. Never, ever.
You've never lived.
Evidently, I have not. It's kind of a rite of passage, I guess. I know that at tennis camp, though, there was one time where I was holding my racket, and I'm like, I've had some experiences on the streets as well. At tennis camp, this girl was driving me crazy, and I was like holding my racket, and I was like, hold me back. I didn't actually say that, but I thought that. I'm like, I am having trouble not hitting her with this racket right now. I'm so annoyed.
Whoa, what did she do?
I think it was just she was picking on me, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I wish I could remember exactly what she was saying, but it was something where it was, instead of feeling like intimidated, it was like a little, like there was like a gnat buzzing around me, and it was her.
So she pushed your buttons.
Yes.
That bitch found your
whatever.
core.
Yeah. I don't know. I wish I could remember what specifically it was, but it was...
Well, there's one thing. I find that you get
I
picked on for one thing, generally. Everybody gets like...
I was usually picked on for being overweight.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't...
You're so tiny.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Let's just make the whole podcast just that. Let's just play that in a loop.
You look so great.
Oh, my God. Thank you. Oh, my God.
How fat were you?
I was pretty fat.
Do you have a number? Can you tell us, or do you feel too...
Honestly, I don't... Because I was a kid, so I don't know... I don't know what normal kid weights are. I know that in fourth grade, I think I was like 102.
Okay.
Which I remember we had this like fourth grade superstar thing, and every kid was superstar for a week, maybe.
Superstar? What kind of weird school?
Someone else had that reaction to that too.
Well, I grew up not being infused with self-esteem, like at school particularly. Like they broke you down in school, and that's how you grew up to be a good person.
Well, the kids broke you down. I think the teachers were trying to instill something. But anyway, I know there was something, maybe this wasn't part of that, but everyone like wrote down hair color, eye color, height, weight, something, and then the person, they'd like read it and you had to guess who it was. Now, just the fact that black hair, brown eyes, that alone would have identified me. I mean, it was either me or Wonky Kim also had that. That's a real person.
Wonky Kim.
It's true.
Oh, look at you laughing. You remember her.
Whoa.
Gary remembers.
It was a boy. Wonky and I were friends in like first grade. But anyway, but I remember the teacher was like, okay, hair brown, hair black, eyes brown, weight. Oh, that's not important. Okay, well, and then like all the hands shot up, Allison. But so whatever my weight was in fourth grade was enough that she didn't want to say it because it would have embarrassed me.
Right.
Because I remember just feeling sort of broken down at that point and being like, I'm tired of lying about this, so I'm just going to write down what the real thing is.
Yeah.
And that was at 9 years old, I thought that.
Very liberating, though, no?
Mm-hmm. Yes, although, I mean, then it's not like I had this self-acceptance, ever since then. But so anyway, I always struggled with my weight. And then I sort of have been, I think, probably until I moved to New York. And then I was able to sort of slowly get it like under control, I guess is the word. But I mean, it's just like a constant struggle for me.
I hate my body every day, all day.
I'm in that club too.
Well, and I don't want to. It's just it's a nonstop battle. Like I was just like, this is really personal, but I'll just share.
Please.
My tits are hurting today, right?
Okay.
My boobs are hurting.
Is it that time of the month?
It's gonna be soon. So
we have only just met, and I think we're on the same cycle. Yeah. Just last night, actually, I was recording my show, and I was talking about my period as well. Yeah. So anyway,
but that constant battle with like, I hate I don't want to say hate. But when I gain weight, I gain it in my boobs. And I know a lot of women like, I wish I had that problem. Like, no, you don't, because they're overwhelming sometimes, and they hurt, and like that's when I get bummed about my body. And
when your boobs hurt,
when I have to feel it.
Yeah.
Because I don't go out in bathing suits a ton, and I've kind of accepted that. I've kind of accepted, like, if I go to the beach.
I haven't been in a bathing suit in about like a year.
Really?
I think so.
And
but anyway, go ahead.
No, but do you feel like, how do you feel when you wear it?
Oh, awful. Yeah, my boyfriend and I went to Las Vegas over a year ago, actually. And see, here's part of the problem is that I was like, I'll just put on this bathing suit that is like 12 years old or something. So part of it, I had two bathing suits, like the kind where the elastic is so old that it's like...
Oh, no, girl.
Yeah, because I didn't want to go through the whole shopping for a bathing suit thing, and I figured, what the hell, these work?
No.
In terms of whatever a bathing suit's supposed to do. So it was a combination of a bathing suit that was super out of style and old, and then just feeling uncomfortable. And yeah, I kind of had meltdown is too strong, but I remember him saying, I feel bad that I feel like I put you in a bad position because, like, by taking me to a place where we were going to go swimming, which is silly, And I was like, no, like, this is my, like, the fact that I have this much much shit going on in regards to my body and how I look is my problem. I do not want this to be something that affects you. Of course it does sometimes. Yeah. But I try to keep that. I try not to put that onto other people too much.
Well, and also I think there's a point, like, at least I've reached that point where I'm like, you know what, dude? It's never going to be, like, I'm never going to be what I was in high school or college. Mm-hmm. I weighed, like, at one point 117. When I did Road Rules, I weighed 117. I don't weigh that. I'm 5'7".
Okay.
And now I fluctuate. I'm in the high 140s. No, I was just a skinny person. I swear to God. But I smoked a lot of cigarettes. I drank a lot of coffee. I just didn't eat because I was so full of anxiety being in college and everything, I think. And then I got on the road as a comic, and that's when I got real fat because I get real lonely, and then I like to eat my feelings of loneliness.
Same.
And my favorite is cheese. I love mozzarella. Fried mozzarella sticks are my favorite. I like to drink Chardonnay and then eat, like, really shitty food in my hotel room a lot. That's my bottom. That's when I know I'm depressed. When I'm like, I'm going to drink wine and have cheese and just watch Here Comes Honey Boo Boo or whatever is on my TV.
I had a lonely carbohydrate bottoming in a hotel as well because staying in this hotel, and the hotel had free packets of oatmeal. And they had a vending machine full of the worst kind of crap.
Right, they all do.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't want to be in this state that I'm in. And I don't mean emotionally, I mean literally the state that I was in. I forget what state it was. It was somewhere in the middle.
Is it Iowa?
No.
I was just depressed in Iowa.
Yeah. It may as well have been, though. It was just, like the Radisson or something. I don't know. Anyway, though, so I ate a bunch of oatmeal and some stuff from the vending machine, but I just ate the oatmeal without cooking it.
Wow.
It's not, it sounds disgusting, and you got to be careful. You need to have enough like water or something near you because you could choke otherwise. You don't want to cough because you'll cough out oats.
Why didn't you microwave it?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
This sounds like some sort of sick self-punishment.
What?
It's not that bad. I mean, it's okay. Think about an oatmeal. Think about like any sort of baked good that has oats on it. That's probably not cooked.
Yeah.
So you can't eat oats that are just out of a packet.
But what if you eat it and then, like, it expands in your stomach, and then can that happen?
I think it can, because I know that there was a stomach ache that followed it, and I was like, oh man,
dude, that's bad.
All the oats.
You know what? Okay, here's my bottom. Here's when I know I'm really depressed. I like to get a block of cheddar cheese, and then I'll cut off about like a 2-inch chunk of it, and then I'll put that chunk on a plate, and then I'll just microwave it until it gets real gooey, and then I like it to get ripply, like lacy. You know what I mean? When you kind of over microwave it, and then it gets hard, and then you can pick it off the plate and just eat it.
Do you have to wait for it to cool down a bit to pick it off the plate?
No,
though?
dude. The best part's the challenge of like, oh, I might burn myself. And then you burn yourself, and it's pain and punishment and reward all at the same time.
God, I feel like I know what I'm doing tonight.
Yeah.
Is cheddar your favorite?
You're welcome. Yeah.
Thank you.
And smoked Gouda is now my new favorite.
See, I would have thought that it's only diet food because diet food, if you microwave it too much, it'll turn back into its original styrofoam and like bee pollen or whatever the hell is in it. But I didn't realize that something genuine like cheese will get hard in the microwave.
Yeah, eventually it will. It'll go back. Yeah, it'll harden, and then I like that chewiness. It's like it's fun, and I have bondings. I have fake front teeth, so I gotta be real careful about what I chew.
What happened to your original front teeth?
Oh, yeah. I knocked half of one out in 3rd grade on the playground. Some kid I never saw before.
Scrapping with the black girls?
No, that was later. No, black girls will...
Hair pulling.
Can I tell you that, like, fighting I think seriously that because I fought black chicks, it turned me into a comic. Like, I could have been a normal blonde white girl. Like, I was on that trajectory, I swear to God, 7th grade. I was starting to listen to The Cure. I was already on the dark side of the Force a little bit, and I started to fucking scrap with this. Okay, when I say black girls, I know how racist that sounds. Let me narrow it down. Okay, not all black girls are naturally violent and will beat the shit out of you. Just the ones that went to Portola Junior High in Encino between the years 1989 and like 1990. Okay, so there was like a group of 3 of them, and this girl Rosina Johnson. Okay, that's her. I guess that's her real name. Whatever. She would sing Bobby Brown's "Every Little Step." In the locker rooms, like right behind me, she would get in my face and be like, "Every step I take," and I was like, "Oh my god, dude! Like, what would you do? You would tell her to shut the fuck up, right?"
I don't know what I would do.
I told her to shut the fuck up, which is a bad decision. Now,
was she trying to drive you insane?
Yeah. It was part of the psychological warfare,
right?
Getting in my head and trying to screw with me. But anyway, I mean, I say fight loosely. Like she really she would just fuck, like she would choke me and then someone would punch. It was crazy. Yeah, it was like prison. And people are like, "Well, why didn't someone step in?"
Yeah,
I'm like,
they just
were
they not around, or they didn't care to,
they
or
didn't
it was
care,
just
I think
street justice.
Yeah, I think I just think they didn't care. I don't think they cared. But can I tell you something? Like now, looking back as a grown up, I'm like, you know what? First of all, it made me a lot tougher, and it also, I think this generation doesn't respect. How should I say this? Like
mean
when you
black
go on,
girls?
No. When you go on YouTube and you find comments that people are like I went to a Beatles video, right? Let It Be, and some kid wrote under a Beatles video like, "John Lennon sucks. The Beatles are faggots." And you're like, "Oh, really? You hate the Beatles, you piece of shit? Like, how dare you write something cruel to somebody on the internet? Like, you don't know." And they don't care because it's anonymous. There's no Rosina Johnson that's going to come and beat the shit out of you.
Yeah,
because they don't learn that lesson. This generation doesn't learn that you
there's
can't just
consequences
say
to what you
things.
said. That's so interesting. Yeah,
yeah. Like, so that's why they can go on Twitter and troll you and say hateful things.
I had never thought of it that
crazy.
way, because I do hate the hateful things that people say.
Oh, it's crushing, and especially if you're a performer, you're fucking way insecure. I'm way insecure.
Yeah, that's the whole point. That's why we're performers.
Yes,
we just want to be loved.
Oh, so I just want the approval of everybody. I want
exactly.
everyone to love me the way my parents did. Like, you know what I mean? It's,
yes.
Why are you a performer? You think? What's your issue?
I don't know if I could I reduce it to just one.
Okay.
God.
Are you in therapy?
Did you say am I in therapy?
Yeah.
Not currently, although I have been saying for a long time that I really want to get back into therapy.
Oh, it's the best. You gotta
I
do
need
it.
to. I know. I haven't
but a good
found
one.
a therapist out here.
Okay. Well, I have a good one. I can recommend you. Yeah.
I would actually, just today I sat there in front of my inbox. My mouth made a farting sound as I said that. I said like in front of my inbox. Because I have the name of someone, and I was like, we made tentative plans to have a phone chat, to this is when I wasn't living. Now I live like really close to where she lives, but before I didn't. But then she didn't confirm it or whatever a long time ago, and then I was like, I should just email her and I should just make an appointment, but I don't want to. But if you have the name of someone good, that'd be good.
I do.
Is it a man or a woman?
It's a woman.
Okay,
I don't want to go to a dude.
That's what I always say.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to a dude either. Well, why do you not want to?
Dude, because one time I did, and it was a space alien. This guy was wearing, like, mommy jeans. There you go.
Okay.
High, light denim mom jeans, and then
Did he
white...
have an ample butt? Because that's weird.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he looked like Santa Claus. And he had on that, and then he had on white Velcro shoes. Mm-hmm. White Velcro shoes. And I remember thinking, like, yo, this guy doesn't even know how to dress himself. How is this guy going to straighten out my life when he can't even fucking put on a normal outfit and walk out the door? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to learn how to present yourself to the world if you're going to change my life around. Mm-hmm. But not only that, he had me do a lot of, like, performance things. Like, I want you to put your hand on your heart and then act out. Talk to your childhood self. And I was like, get fucked. Like, I perform for a living.
Yeah.
I'm not going to come in here and do a theater for you, your little
Right.
improv sketch. Like, just keep it real. I can't stand, phony baloney, like,
Yes.
acting out and stuff. So
Right.
I see a lady, and she really changed my life. I highly recommend it.
Okay.
Actually, I can tell you where I found her, at the Wright Institute. It's called the Wright Institute on Pico on the west side, West Los Angeles. I highly recommend for anybody. They work on a sliding scale. I don't know why I'm doing an infomercial for them, but they're
No, it's
fantastic.
good. This is helpful. Wait, now, what kind of therapy is it?
Psychotherapy. Psychotherapists, they're all in their PhDs getting their final training. Mm-hmm. So it's like you and like one person. You see one person, but then that person takes your case back to like 10 other people so that they're being reviewed. So you have like 10 eyeballs essentially on your case, which is awesome. I can't recommend it. It's really turned me around. Like, I joke about stuff, but that's only because I've straightened it out emotionally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I could talk about getting the shit beat out of me by black chicks because it doesn't hurt me the way it did before I went to therapy.
Yeah. All right. I will take that name from you.
Do it, man.
And yeah, I know I really should. I really should be back in therapy, and I just, for some reason, I was actually thinking about that today.
Dude, and you work with all dudes.
Yeah.
Like, you work in I work in a dude-heavy environment, too. And I think it can fuck with you as a lady if you're not, like, you gotta be super resilient. I mean, you're working with, like, the dude of dudes.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Head dude.
The HDIC. And, like, how do you deal with dudes?
I was actually... I feel like I prefaced the last 13 sentences with, I was actually just thinking. But I was actually
Are you being self-conscious? Because it's PMS, yeah.
Yeah.
I get that way, too.
I'm
I
kind
hate
of always
everything
that
I say.
way, though.
Always? Are you always hypercritical?
Often. Part of the reason
That's
I choose.
crippling. Oh,
It is.
I'm that way, too, though, a lot. Not all the time, but yes.
Yeah.
I hate everything
I like
do.
when I have breaks from it, though. But now, you know what I have, though? I will answer that in 1 second, though. But I was just thinking recently that I hate everything that I was in the past.
Oh, me too.
A little too much.
You judge it.
Yes, very much so. Because I had to find an old picture of me for for Janet Varney's podcast, because she runs a current picture of you and then a picture of you from adolescence. So I was going back and looking at photos, and like every photo from every stage of my life, I was like, when I thought about that time of my life, I was like, ugh, 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 and I just kept having that self-loathing reaction.
Yes.
And then I was thinking, how far am I going to take this? Like, if I think about me 6 months ago, do I have that reaction? I don't know. It's weird.
I do. I see pictures of me on Facebook that I take with audience, and I'm like, oh, I'm so fat, grow, my tits are huge. Like, I can't even watch myself on television if I'm ever on like a VH1 thing or what. Like, I can't hear myself do stand up. Like, I think
do you listen to your own podcast?
No. God, no. I mean, my husband.
So you're just like a shark. You just keep swimming, keep moving.
Yeah.
Because I have become that
like
way.
it.
I used to, any TV thing I did, I'd come home and watch it.
What?
And I
No.
Now, like, there's a few things I've done on E that I haven't watched, and people will tell me about them, and I'll think I should really watch it at least to see what they chose,
right?
So I know what it is that they want. You know, if I do one of these things in the future. But I still can't bring myself to do it. I don't know. It's weird.
I hate everybody I've ever slept with before my husband.
Ooh.
I judge my. I didn't bang a lot of dudes, and I kind of regret that because I grew up in the AIDS generation. You remember AIDS came out?
I do.
Yeah, and everybody was like, "Don't pet the cat, you'll get the AIDS," because they didn't know where the AIDS.
Yeah.
So I didn't bang a lot of guys, but the ones I did, like, I look back and I'm like, like, I can't believe I let that person inside of my body.
I feel that about Affair. I'm trying to think if I feel that about every single one of them.
Ugh. Oh, it's so gross.
I'm trying to think if there's anyone I don't feel that about.
Wow.
I mean, I have some fondness and affection for. There's one. And then there's one that I didn't sleep with. That
Were
I
you
feel
a
like
hoe or were you pretty chaste?
I was. I was a
middle?
late bloomer.
Okay.
So then I've had this like I've got to make up for lost time thing. Although I don't think that I was consciously thinking of it that way, but I did. Maybe I went through like a phase of sleeping around. I'd say. Okay. Although it wasn't like it wasn't like there was multiple guys in a week or a month or anything like that. It wasn't.
Don't be ashamed.
Yeah,
It's
it wasn't
okay,
like that. But it but I wasn't in relationships with every guy I slept with or anything. But I also didn't really understand how it worked. Like I didn't understand that if you like someone and you would like to date them and hope that it will turn into a relationship, sleeping with them the first night is probably not the best idea.
No, and girls
I
don't
didn't
get that. Yeah.
Now do they though?
Dude,
because you and I both came of age in the time where women could ask men out and all this stuff that now people think better of.
Oh, dude, I'm way old school when it comes to courting.
Yeah.
I don't ask a dude out. No way. Let them chase you. My mother told me that, and that's probably the one lick of sense that she had. I don't believe in asking guys out.
Oh, I don't either because I don't think it works. I don't think it it doesn't help you in the long run. Although
No, and don't bang them early
Yeah.
either. Actually, don't bang them early. I don't think you should do that. Wait,
Right.
so what was I going to ask you? So how is it working with dudes? I asked you that question,
okay.
and then I totally
Yes,
sidetracked you.
and what
Sorry.
I was going to say is the thing that I had just been thinking was like, this is a very airy-fairy thing to say, but
I love it.
there's not enough female energy in my life anymore.
Yeah,
like
me neither.
everyone, because it's, all my time is spent either at work or with my boyfriend, and I don't know why I don't make time to hang out with other people. It's like somehow I always feel like I don't have enough time.
I know.
Yeah.
The
so
older
I
you
was-
get, too, it gets
Right.
worse.
So I was thinking about that recently, that there's really not that many women that I am close with anymore, and it's sad.
You know
and
what's
I wonder
funny?
what's missing in my life because of it.
No, I totally pegged you because I know you're a guy's girl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm totally a guy's girl. Like, I do the podcast with my husband, and like I do Rogan and the Death Squad. Like, they're
Right.
all
So those are very dudes too. Yeah.
and they're awesome. Like, I love them. They're all my brothers, and they're great. But if you're dude oriented, it is hard to find females that you can like relate to. And because I also find that, like, I don't know, maybe this is terrible to say, but the culture now is so fucking disappointing. Like, I was on Pinterest and I wanted to blow my brains out. Like, I've been obsessed with Pinterest for months. Just like, is this real? Like, is this fucking really? It's like recipes and mason jars and manicures. That's what we're worried about.
It's dream decor.
The Kardashian, like, it's like the 50s. Like, I don't know. I just find that, some broads, that's all they care about.
So when you say the culture is disappointing, you mean the culture of ladies out there?
Yeah, and I see, like, at least, this sounds terrible,
No, it's okay.
but I see a lot of it, like, when I tour, and, like, I tell this joke where I say that I like being married because I can finally just give up in the way that I always knew I could. And that I buy my makeup at the pharmacy. I don't wax my meow. I wear sweatpants. Like, I'm a pig. And you know what? Sometimes, not all the time, but I see some women's faces in the audience, and they're like shaking their heads like, no, you're not supposed to do that. You should be a lady. Like, they're genuinely
horrified
mad. Yeah. And I'm
Over
like,
the notion of no sweatpants.
right. So I don't know. I have a hard time relating.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
See, to me, the ideal, like I was saying before, the ideal relationship is one where you are completely yourself and there's not that artifice and you're burping and farting and whatever it is. And I think that's because there's that need, and maybe this is a childish, or it's coming from a very young place, but that need to just be unconditionally accepted.
Oh, for sure.
And I know that that's not entirely realistic, but that's where that's coming from. So the idea that I would be with someone who would be like, you wear sweatpants too much, or like, do you have to remove your bra and makeup the minute you walk through the door?
Yes.
Because I do.
I do too, yeah. Wait, but why is that unrealistic to be accepted entirely? I think that's the person you should marry.
Yeah. Well, that's a good question. Why do I think that's unrealistic? Let me rephrase it. I think that the idea that someone will just accept every single thing about you and that you don't even have to try it all is not entirely realistic. And I don't, but I don't think that you should. But here's the thing. I don't think that you should have to try really hard in the superficial areas. Like, I don't think that should be what someone's love is. That's the condition. But I do think you should. I do think you have to try in terms of just being a decent person.
Oh yeah, and taking care of yourself physically, emotionally, spiritually. No, I mean, look, I don't wear sweatpants all the time. Tommy and I were going to go out tomorrow night for our anniversary or whatever, and I'm going to wear a nice dress. I'm going to put on makeup because, like, I'll spiffy up for him and he'll do the same for me. But I think that relationships that are built on superficial shit, and you see that a lot in LA, you know, the trophy wife or the trophy boy or whatever.
And my sense is always that they don't really even know each other. Like, what do they talk about?
I don't know. I'm not sure I want to know.
Yeah. So how'd you and Tom or Tommy meet?
We met at the Cat Club, a comedy club, Upper Sunset. And he was like 23 and I was 26 and I was smoking a cigarette outside of the club. And and we just started talking. And I really liked him because he was like the one, he wasn't a douchey male comic in the sense that, like, when you're a female comic, you're just in this environment, you're the one girl that they all see and come in contact with. So you're like prey. You're the female energy. And he was like the one dude that wasn't. He didn't treat me like I was the one thing to pounce on, and I really liked him, and he was so mature. My husband has the soul of like a 40-year-old man by the time he was 23, and I really like the calmness of him. I really like his perspective on life, and he's so centered and so secure, and that's something I think lack, and that I work on a lot in therapy and everything. And so he calms me, he balances me out. And I think, I don't know, I don't really talk about our marriage a lot because, like, I don't want to jinx it, I don't want to tell people because they're like, oh no, if it's out there, then I might jinx it. So I don't know. You think you're going to marry this guy you live with?
I think so.
Oh,
yeah, I think so. I was, here's that sentence again, thinking on my way over.
You're very contemplative. What did you study in school?
English.
Okay, good. So you're a thinker and a reader.
Yeah. But I liked philosophy as well. But I was just listening to, was it Mark Maron and Pete Holmes, or I don't know who I was listening to. Someone was saying that it's really actually arrogant to preface stuff with, I was just saying, or I was just thinking.
Why?
Like, I don't know why they were saying that. I think that to say I was just saying is like, it presupposes that the other person gives a fuck whether you have actually said this before or not. But I do it out of this need to be honest. Like, this is not an entirely, like, I'm repeating myself a little bit. But I'm trying to figure out whether I want to have a big wedding or whether I need to have a big wedding or not. Because I growing up, I always heard girls say something like, that's not for me. And I always thought, no, but for me, that is for me. I want the whole thing. I want the fairy tale, all of that. But I don't know that I really want that anymore. My sister is younger than I am, and she got married, and she had the whole big to-do. And I think going through that with her and watching all of that kind of purged me of the need myself. And I just feel like I'm not that young, and I don't like planning things. And I feel like that it's honestly the idea of putting together a wedding just seems like, ugh.
It's the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
Do you watch Flipping Out with Jeff Lewis?
No, I probably should.
I watch a ton of shitty reality shows. I don't watch anything scripted. And Jenny Poulos just got married, and Jenny Poulos is like in her 40s. It's her second marriage, and she did a huge wedding with like the white dress and a banquet hall. And at first I judged her because I was like, come on, bitch, it's your second one.
Yeah.
Like, you're not
at least
wearing
off-white dress.
Yeah, come on now. Let's get... But at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? That was her heart. That's what she wanted. That's what her little dog heart wanted. And you got to go with what your soul wants you to do. Don't think about the work, because it's going to suck either way to plan a little wedding or a big one.
Yeah. What did you do?
We did, well, Tom's got a huge family, and I have a very small family. And since my father was paying for the wedding, I was like, let's go somewhere far away. And that way, not a lot of people will come, and my poor father wouldn't have to pay for it. And so we went to a small island in the Bahamas called Elutra, and we got married on Elutra with like 40 people. But what you'll find is that it's planning the wedding sucks because your future in-laws will get up your ass. And I don't know if you get along with them, but then if you have sister-in-laws, everyone will have an opinion. Right. About how to do what you want to do.
And unfortunately, I am the kind of person, Gary can attest to this, I tend to listen to everyone's opinion about something. And if they have an opinion that's different than what I want, that's kind of the other reason that I should be in therapy, just to get a little bit more of a spine, even though this is something I've worked on before. Like, if I think one thing and someone else thinks something else, I feel compelled to consider their thing, and it drives me it makes everything take so much longer, right?
No.
Now, why do you do it? I do it because I second guess myself, and I just don't. Yeah,
but do you know why you second guess yourself?
Yeah. I mean, kind of had some crazy making parents where no decision was ever made lightly. And my mom is very, very like anxious and methodical with all decisions. And so I've never, like once I saw her make a quick decision, which is the TV broke and she went out and bought a new one like the same day. That and...
Wait, are they immigrants too?
No, actually.
They sound way like warlord, like my folks. Like it was always World War II in my house, literally.
Yeah.
Like the mentality of the scarcity. Mm-hmm. You know, standing in line, like all that stuff. So anyway, but you sound like you grew up in post-communist bullshit like I did.
It is that sensibility,
Scarcity,
even though they're not.
right.
Yeah. So, right. Exactly. So everything was just very tense, and I think I just absorbed it because my mom certainly didn't sit me down and explain that I need to drive myself insane and everyone around me insane over every decision I make because there's a right and a wrong. You know, she certainly didn't she doesn't like that about herself, but somehow I just absorbed it. So
that's what I like about you, Allison. I think
tell me.
You're the first person I've met, I think, ever in my life in this show business.
Oh, I like where this is going.
You're so open about every insecurity that you have.
Thank you.
That's a wonderful gift to share with people because I was very like I just started kind of sharing that stuff because as a comedian you have to be so tough and funny all the time, and to show that vulnerability is so wonderful because so many people relate to you and your bullshit, your issues. I love that.
See, I think my belief is that everyone deep down is insecure. Everyone walks away from interactions with other people that they don't know that well thinking, oh, I feel like, why did I say this? Or why did I do this?
After this podcast, I'm going to go and sit in my car and scrutinize everything I said.
Well, you shouldn't. You shouldn't because you're fabulous.
Scrutinize myself.
But, no, I just think that everyone feels like they're the only one, and that if only they didn't have this kind of insecurity, then their life would be so much better and different. And so people feel insecure, but then also ashamed for feeling insecure.
That's the big
But
one.
there's a handful of people out there who pretend not to have any vulnerability or weakness, and they are ruining it for the rest of us because everyone compares themselves to them. But I wonder, those people, are there certain people in their life, like who are in their inner circle, who they admit their vulnerability to, or do they not even admit it to themselves?
They don't know it themselves, I think.
So they're just megalomaniacs.
Well, because no, here's the thing. Not all people that can't admit their flaws are megalomaniacs. They can also be deeply ashamed of those flaws. Because my mother criticized everything about me growing up. So I learned that weaknesses or vulnerabilities were a bad thing. So that's why I started to hide it. Oh, I'm not so it gets layered with shame.
Right.
And until you can go like, oh, having a weakness or a vulnerability, it isn't a bad thing. It's just on the spectrum of who I am, then you're so much happier for it. But that's such a great service because I think especially in the podcast world, it's so dude heavy, and dudes don't relate by sharing feelings. Sometimes they just relate by telling stories.
Yeah.
And you're like, I wish I could hear a podcast where like people just share their feelings about shit.
I want to tell you guys about something I'm very excited about, which is a new mattress from Leesa, Leesa, should be arriving. It sounds like that's a person. My friend Lisa is sending me a mattress. No, this is a mattress company named Leesa. They are sending me a mattress, and I put a ridiculous amount of time into choosing which of their premium mattresses I wanted to order. And I chose the Leesa Legend Hybrid. So it's like the best of all the mattress technologies. It has individually somethinged inner springs. It's got individually wrapped inner springs. And then it also has memory foam. And then there's also a couple of layers on top of that of something or other that is going to ensure that I will sleep like a baby, and not a baby that wakes up all the time. I'll sleep like a baby that sleeps well, a sleep-trained baby, or just one that naturally sleeps through the night. And if you have one of those, what's your secret? Many of their mattresses, then they're all super duper highly rated. Everyone loves them, but many of them are like medium/medium firm. The Leesa Legend, which I chose, is plush, medium. So it's a little bit on the softer side because I like a little bit of a softer mattress. And then, there's a whole quiz you can take. You plug in your sleep position and more, and then it'll tell you. They have a lineup of beautifully crafted mattresses tailored to how you sleep. From night one, you feel the difference. Leesa mattresses are meticulously designed and assembled in the USA for exceptional quality. They back it all up with free shipping, free returns, and a 120-night sleep trial. They've been awarded Best Hybrid and Best Memory Foam mattresses by the New York Times Wirecutter. And they're featured by West Elm as their go-to mattress partner. I was quite torn between the Legend and the Reserve, which I believe is their West Elm partnered mattress. And by the way, it's not just about sleep, it's about impact. They work with local nonprofits across the U.S. to donate thousands of mattresses each year to families in need, with over 43,000 mattresses donated to date. Plus, Leesa is committed to eco-friendly materials and sustainable manufacturing practices and partners with organizations like Clean Hub to help remove harmful plastic waste from the environment. Go to leesa.com for 25% off, plus get an extra $50 off with promo code Allison Rosen. Exclusive for my listeners, that's Leesa, Leesa.com, promo code Allison Rosen for 25% off, plus an extra $50 off. And when you use our code Allison Rosen, you're supporting our show. Leesa.com, promo code Allison Rosen. I want to tell you guys about Hers. I'm a big fan of Hers. I purchased my probiotics through Hers. They have all sorts of things. They have weight loss medications. They have menopause support. They have anxiety medication. They have stuff to make your hair grow in fuller and thicker. They have just so many things, and it's super easy. And if what you want is something that requires a prescription, then they will set you up with a provider who will help you that way. And some of the stuff is just straight over the counter. Specifically, I want to talk about their GLP-1 medications. If I didn't talk about it at the beginning, but now I am. I am transparent. I've been on a GLP-1 medication for a while now, and it has been very helpful for me. I've done a series of Patreon episodes about that. If you've tried everything to lose weight and you still feel stuck, this summer can be different. Weight Loss by Hers is designed to support you in reaching your goals with access to an affordable range of FDA-approved GLP-1 medications, including the Wegovy pill and the Wegovy pen. So this is kind of a big deal. Up till very recently, GLP-1s, you had to inject them. And now there's a pill that has come out, which could be a game changer. So everything is 100% online through Hers. You'll connect with a licensed provider who will determine if treatment is right for you. And then if prescribed, your medication is delivered right to your door, no insurance necessary, and also access to 24/7 messaging with your care team, tons of in-app lifestyle and nutrition tips. Ready to reach your goals? Visit forhers, forhers.com/Allison Rosen to get personalized, affordable care that gets you. That's forhers, forhers.com/Allison Rosen, forhers.com/Allison Rosen. Weight Loss by Hers is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk AS. To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information and restrictions, visit forhers.com. Are there certain people in their life, like who are in their inner circle, who they admit their vulnerability to, or do they not even admit it to themselves?
They don't know it themselves, I think.
So they're just megalomaniacs.
Well, no, here's the thing. Not all people that can't admit their flaws are megalomaniacs. They can also be deeply ashamed of those flaws. Because my mother criticized everything about me growing up. So I learned that weaknesses or vulnerabilities were a bad thing. Mm-hmm. So that's why I started to hide it. Oh, I'm not ashamed. So it gets layered with shame.
Right.
And until you can go like, oh, having a weakness or a vulnerability, it isn't a bad thing. It's just on the spectrum of who I am. then you're so much happier for it. But that's such a great service because I think especially in the podcast world, it's so dude heavy, and dudes don't relate by sharing feelings. Sometimes they just relate by telling stories.
Yeah.
And you're like, I wish I could hear a podcast where like people just share their feelings about shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, so what's your husband like?
Oh, he's great. He's a balance of both of those worlds. Like, but it takes a little training. You have to train a dude, I think, to be vulnerable with you. Because I think men are so socialized to be like hard asses and tough guys. But my husband's very conscious and very, I don't want to say he's not emotional, but he'll tell me stuff that he's thinking and feeling, which is awesome. And then we have a good marriage that way. What was the question now? About him?
Yeah, well, it was what's he, because you were
he's
saying
awesome,
that dudes
yeah.
bond by telling stories.
Oh, right. So but he knows he can't do that with me. If we go out to fucking dinner and he's telling me about I'm like, he can see me drifting. Like, no, tell me how you feel about something, because that's really more important to me. But he's a pig. He's a pig animal beast. He's a bear. He's a big, hairy beast of an animal. I love him.
Are you guys gonna have kids?
Yeah, man, I'll talk to you about that. I'm kind of freaked out about that because, like, I'm 36, okay, and TikTok, right?
Yes.
But I'm at this point in my career where, like, I'm headlining clubs. I'm one of the handful of women in this business that actually are doing that, and it's so special and amazing. And I'm afraid to slow down. I'm afraid to take that time out. And everyone tells me, like Bert, who's my friend, Christina, he calls me Push. He's like, Push, you have to have a kid. You can do everything, and you're going to learn and grow in different ways, and it's so creative, so cool. I'm like, yeah, but you do the road. Like, your wife stays home with your kids, dumbass, and you're the one that gets to be free.
Wait, who is this person then, if he's a performer?
Oh, Bert?
Oh, Bert says this.
Oh, Bert Kreischer says this. Yeah, the Kreischer.
I didn't realize that's who it was.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Push. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like and if we're going to be real, I think that women take the hit. Like, when you have a baby, like, you're the one that has to stay home and take care of it and stuff. And
well, I'm worried that I will lose ambition career-wise if I have a kid and all I want to do, and all of a sudden my focus will shift and it'll just be like, oh no, this is the entire reason I'm here, is to do this mom thing.
No.
Not mom in the, mom jeans way, but, and that I think an even worse fate though would be if that didn't happen and I was like, oh great, now I'm stuck here and I can't be, podcasting, whatever it is I'll be doing at that point, which actually is probably not too far away.
But then, okay, so there's that paranoid and fear-based thought of like, oh, my career will suffer if I have a kid. And then there's the other thought that's fear-based and awful of, what if I don't have a kid? And how awful will I feel when I'm, down the road and I didn't do this wonderful thing that everybody tells me is like the most amazing thing ever.
Right. And at our age, I think we're automatically high risk.
Ah, shit, I know. Oh, God. Would you have a special kid?
I mean,
would you Sarah Palin it?
Assuming that. Wait, did she know ahead of time?
Oh,
God,
yeah,
that's so
know.
hard. That's so hard to say.
Do you think did she take the tests and stuff? Oh, she's wackadoo enough where she'd be like, I don't believe in science and logic. I don't know. Who needs reason? Yeah,
right. She has a religion. I don't know. I mean, it depends at what point I found out, I suppose. God,
it's so terrible.
I don't like.
Probably shouldn't ask you that on your podcast, huh?
Well, okay. Honestly, if we're being fully honest, I feel like if I say anything other than "of course I would," that makes me some kind of monster in the eyes of people listening.
Oh yeah, of course.
And I probably would, because I don't think I could bring myself not to.
Oh, this is terrible. I don't want to talk about this now. Sorry,
Thanks
I hate that I even brought it
Jeez.
up. Let's talk about cancer and rape next.
Okay. Well, no, let's talk about the fact that Roseanne Barr, I wrote this down. Roseanne Barr said, you had her on your recent presidential...
Your mom's house.
Bonus episode. Election bonus election episode.
It dropped late last night. Yeah. We did a bonus episode just for her because she did our podcast.
And we should say, as we're recording this, tomorrow is Election Day. By the time this comes out,
Oh, is this coming out tomorrow?
No.
Oh, right.
By the time this comes out, we will know who it is. Who do you think it's going to be?
Oh my God! Can I say who I hope it's going to
Yeah.
be? I mean, look, I love Roseanne, and I think she's as competent as anybody else. But it's so hard to get voted as an independent.
Right. What party is she running with?
Peace and Freedom. Hey, man, I voted for Ralph Nader back in, what was it, like 2002 or whatever. But I hope it's Obama.
Me too.
What do you think Romney's going to do it? Shit.
I don't know. I remember. I really don't know what to think. I feel like I've experienced elections before where I've gone into it thinking, oh, it's going to be so and so, and then that had that sort of like, oh, it's not going that way. Like I'm still stung from the whole Gore Bush thing.
Wow.
So I don't know. I think it's going to be Obama, but I think there's a chance it won't be. I don't know.
I hope it is.
Yeah. So Roseanne said, give yourself permission to step over the line.
Yeah.
And I love that because I
love her.
don't necessarily, she was just talking about, you guys were talking about like how most of entertainment today is
Blows.
bullshit.
Yeah, she goes.
And you were kind
You
of
have to listen
hesitant
to
to
it.
say it.
Well, you gotta, okay, she's episode 83, by the way, if you guys want to go to your mom's house and check her out. Yeah, Roseanne, she goes, no, because I was like, don't you feel like what I was kind of saying to you about the Pinterest thing, that I feel like the culture is fostering, at least for women, I can only speak on that, a lot of fucking bullshit of just, excuse me, superficial, why are we paying attention to the Kardashians? Because it's profitable, because E! knows or whatever, is it E! channel?
Yeah.
That women are watching it, and that's the only reason they do it. It's not the patriarchy keeping us down. It's women keeping us down.
Yeah.
And so she goes, yeah, it's a lot of bullshit. Everything's bullshit. Like, she's so awesome.
Yeah.
Nobody talks like that anymore. Excuse me, I'm choking.
Do you think that
I wish everybody talked like her.
But did she play it a lot closer to the vest when her show was on?
When she was on the no, I think she had to, yeah, I think what you're...
See, okay, I'm very torn about whether to step over the line or not. Because part of me is like, yeah.
Step over the line how? What are you referring to?
I think I hold things that I want to say that I know that will be polarizing. I probably steer away from. Because I just don't want to deal with all the negativity that's going to come at me, even though it already does. Like I'm
You're going to be hated no matter what.
Yes, but like, do you know Chrissy Teigen? Do you know who that is?
Of Teigen and Sarah?
No, but I love them. No, she's John Legend's fiance, and she's a model, and she tweets, but she'll just be like if someone says something to her, she'll just be like, you know, blah, 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 imbecile, or fuck you fucking moron, or whatever. And she is very outspoken in favor of Obama. Mm-hmm. And I am not outspoken really about anything political. Well, I mean, I am in that everyone knows that I'm liberal and that I'm pro-Obama, but I don't tweet about it a lot. And But I'll see something on, you know, that'll piss me off, and I'll want to say something, but I don't, because I don't know. I just don't want to put it out there that much.
Right. No, I was just having this discussion with my husband, because that conversation with Roseanne actually prompted me to start thinking about my stand-up and what I'm doing and the importance of crossing a line or getting right up. She refers to it actually as getting up right on the edge of the line. And her show was at the edge of the line. So if you look at the values of Roseanne, it's very working class. She was extremely pro-working class. She had good Jewish mom values, even though she doesn't say she's obviously not Jewish as a mother on the show.
Right.
And it's about like middle class values. And I think that you can't worry about what people are going to think about you all the time.
Right.
And listen, man, and if I didn't struggle with that, my therapist wouldn't have to go to the therapist. I think everybody struggles with that. Even comedians, we pretend like, I don't care what people. If you don't care what people think about you, you're a fucking sociopath.
Yes.
You have to care a little bit, and comedians particularly, we just want to be liked. But then the other side of that is like, you got to have an opinion. You got to stand for something, and you know what you stand for deep down inside. It's just a matter of like, do you have the balls or the ovaries to fucking say it? And that's the challenge of life. I think that's the biggest challenge of all, to weed out the people you're going to lose some people maybe who don't agree with you, but then you're going to gain a whole bunch of people that really do agree with you.
Right.
And that's the beauty of
benefit of being outspoken in that way.
Man.
But then again, I don't know. I guess I have to figure out for me, like, well, how important are politics really to me that I want to make that the thing that's going to push people away? I mean, if someone, in certain respects, of course, it is important to me. And if people, like, you know, on Facebook, if people are writing shit that just drives me crazy, which a lot of people do,
I hate it.
You know, I've just started unfriending them because I'm like, I don't want to be seeing all this in my timeline.
Yeah.
Like guy who posted a photo of Obama and a chimp.
Oh,
we're not
God,
friends anymore.
dude.
Not that we ever were truly friends, but you know, because I used to do, and I still do when I go to New York, the show Red Eye.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, it's a total East Coast comic thing, yeah.
It is, but it's on Fox News.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of, around then, I, you know, sort of picked up a lot of conservative followers.
Oh,
So-
weird. How weird. Mm-hmm. That's so funny because I didn't think any conservatives listened to podcasts. I don't know why.
do.
I just think
Oh, yeah.
everybody is
Adam's-
like me. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, I
I'm
mean,
narcissistic.
Adam has a lot of conservative fans.
I can see that because I like Adam a lot in that he's old school dude. And he grew up in the Valley, too, like me.
Mm-hmm.
So every time he talks about the Valley, I'm like, oh, I totally get that. But he stands for, like, old school American values. And who doesn't like that, dude? Even if I'm liberal, and I like what he says a lot about stuff. You know, some stuff. I want to fucking say what.
So, oh, wait, I'm trying to think if I need to. So, were you intimidated talking to Roseanne at all, though? I know that you knew her growing up, right? Your best friend is her daughter.
Whoa, how'd you know
You
that?
said
Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
On my podcast? Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. Oh, I did. Yeah, sorry, later. Yeah. So I met her daughter, Jenny, at Portola. She was my one friend at Portola Junior High. And we sat in homeroom next to each other. And she was this, like, awesome... she was this chunky girl. And I was a very skinny, nerdy girl. And I had on a Hungarian folk vest that my parents dressed me in. And I just was fucking tortured there. And she and I became really quick friends. And I didn't know... At the time, her mother hadn't really broken. And I watched it. It was kind of fucked up for her because I think I watched it when her mother did break, how she was treated at school and how people kind of, you know, it's different when you're famous. Everyone thinks it's awesome. I don't know if everyone thinks, but I think the reality of it.
Everyone thinks it's awesome.
Yeah, the reality of it is quite awful. I mean, you have reporters in your underwear drawer, and I don't know. I didn't admit to knowing them for many years just because I was so protective. Just recently, when Roseanne was running, I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll have her on the show to help her and in that way reveal this thing because I never wanted it to be part of who I was. I didn't want to, like, I don't know, use it as something or make it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm very protective of them. I love that family very much. And they definitely influenced me. I mean, I spent a lot of time with that family, and definitely they turned me on to comedy. I mean, I hated my house growing up. I lived with my mom, and I didn't like being there. And her dad, Jenny's dad, would come pick me up, take me to their house. We lived in the same part of the Valley. And I would spend entire weekends at that house just laughing and being way freer at their house than I was in my house. I mean, her dad's the funniest fucking... I mean, so is Roseanne, obviously, but she was in and out. We spent a lot more time with her dad. I mean, her dad is still like the funniest human being. We used to drive around the Valley, and he would put like a fake leg out the door of the car, like shit like that. When you're 12 years old, you're like, oh my God, you can do this as a grown up,
like the silliness.
You can still be a loser, like a fucking lunatic, and be a grown up. And they blew my mind. That family just blew my mind, and they're such good people, and they still are like amazingly good people.
Are you still friends with her?
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, absolutely, yeah. But she lives in Hawaii right now, so I don't get to see her as much as I want.
So when did your parents split?
Oh, when I was 4. Yeah, my parents escaped from Hungary together, and they moved.
What year did they come over?
Oh, shit. 69. They escaped in 69. Like, escaped, like, under barbed wire fences. And
wow.
I know, it's so hardcore. And they ended up in actually in Windsor, Ontario, Canada, across from Detroit, or Detroit if you're French. And my dad worked at the Chrysler
wait, this
factory.
is going to reveal my lack of history and geopolitics. But what was going on in Hungary at that time that they had to escape?
Oh, god damn, what wasn't? So World War II happens, the Germans fuck everything up, and then the Russians come and fuck everything up, basically. They take over. The Iron Curtain separates Europe into East and West. And so the Russians take over Hungary, Yugoslavia, I believe. I don't know if the Romanians got screwed, but everywhere they took over.
Right, okay.
So you had to learn Russian in the schools, and they made you join the military. So my father joined the Hungarian military by force when he was like 19 and hated it, just hated it. You couldn't practice your religion. The KGB or whoever, Russians would come and take your neighbors away in the middle of the night.
Jesus.
It was a terrible regime.
Yeah.
So they were like, fuck it, let's go. And then I was born in Canada, and then we moved to LA in 1980. But I so respect my parents for that and that hard knocks approach. Like, when I hear people complaining about this economy, like, oh, I can only buy, like, one iPad. And you're like, yeah, I know, I get it. You know what? It's not perfect, but it ain't communism bad. Like, it ain't World War II bad.
Did they leave family back there?
Yeah, of course, yeah. So when you escape, you
Like,
can't...
how old were they when they did that?
Like 19 and 20. Jeez. Yeah, because when you escape a communist regime, you can't be like, hey, guys, I'm leaving on Tuesday. Forward all my mail to Canada. Yeah. Like, it doesn't... You can't tell anybody what you're doing.
Yeah.
So it was my dad and my uncle and my mother, and the three of them escaped. And they went through Yugoslavia. They got caught in Yugoslavia. They got put in jail.
Oh, no.
They got out. They got put, eventually they made their way to Italy. They stayed in a camp in Italy for a year. And then the Catholic Church sponsored them to go to Canada. And we're way patriotic. My family is more patriotic, than most Americans. I love this country, and I say that in my act on stage. And I think people think I'm bullshitting, but like, I love America so much just because of the bullshit we had to go through to be here. And
yeah, were they scared when they got here, or was it kind of like once you're here, you're fine?
I think my parents were scared when they landed in Canada because they didn't speak the language. So like, I had to learn when I was born. We all learned English together. Like, I was like a little kid reading books, and my mom would read with me, and we learned English together. I think once they got to the U.S., my dad relaxed. My mother, I don't think she's ever relaxed.
Yeah.
I think she still she carries that old, like, she still keeps, like if I paid off my student loan, she's like, you have to keep the documents in case the bank asks them. I'm like, I don't know if I do anymore.
Right.
It's all digital. Like, they can fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, that's so interesting. See, my mom's mom came over from Vienna.
Oh, okay.
And the rest of her
Hitler's
family.
birthplace. They never bombed it. That's why it's so nice.
I've never been there.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, my family has been there, but I have not. But yeah, she came over, but the rest of her family, like, she came over and I think had raised enough money or something to get the rest of her family over, and then she got the letters saying that they, had died, like they had died in the camps and stuff. So she escaped, but she came over from Vienna, and I think that my mom still harbors maybe some of that fear. Like, sounds like your mom. I mean, not my mom is not at all stern or imposing. Like, she's very she's kind of a soft person, or like I don't know, she's not, I guess she's not imposing, but that fear and that anxiety and that lack of being able to relax, I can
never
totally
relax.
Like, that's how my mom is
too. My dad is like, he's cool, he gets it. But we're in a new country and a new world. I don't think she will ever truly relax into this society. And quite honestly, because I grew up with that anxiety, I didn't relax until about few months ago. I'm serious. Like, you grow up with that mentality, the survival.
Yes.
Like, I've been in survival mode since I was 12, dude. I just remember being 12 years old and being like, I'm alone in the world. And I started smoking cigarettes.
At 12?
Absolutely.
Wow.
I was like, I'm the only one I can depend on. I was an only child. So I was very, like, in survival mode through college, through my 20s. That's why I became a comic. Like, it's the hardest, craziest thing you can do. And the travel of it, the hustle of it. There's something about being displaced constantly that feels okay. You know?
What kind of relationship do you have with your mom now?
I don't.
None.
I can't even. Just because she's, I think she's pretty gone too. And like, okay, here's I only share this too if I can help other people who have parents that are, I mean, what was I watching on TV? Anyway, sometimes your parents aren't going to approve of you. No matter what you do, they're not going to give you the approval you want. And sometimes it's not their fault. They're so traumatized or they're so wonky in their heads. So I don't blame her anymore. But it's too toxic to have a relationship with her, unfortunately. Right now, I mean, you know, she could be, I don't know. I don't think it'll change. It's not going to change. So you have to accept and move on.
Yeah.
She's in a different place. She's got her own issues. And I think she's battling with some serious, like, mental illness problems right now. So I know it's kind of a bummer, but, you know, I think it's what, it is what it is. That's why I'm a comic.
So, does she actually like not approve of what you're doing in your life?
No, it's not.
Or you just mean the approval that we all like, the wanting to be cherished by your parents?
Absolutely, it's the wanting. Like my dad does it. My dad will be like, "I'm proud of you," and you're like, "Yeah, man, that's all I wanted." But I don't think my mom has that in her. Like, okay, I got a writing gig on Chelsea Lately, like a couple of years ago. And I call my mom, like, you get a writing job on Chelsea Lately as a comic. It's pretty big for you. You're like, this is it. This is my big, break. And I called her up. And I was like, Mom, I got this thing. And she was like, well, you can always look for something better. And
Jeez.
What?
Oh,
I'm
my
like,
God.
No, there's nothing better right now. Listen.
Yeah.
It was so funny. Jerry Seinfeld said the same thing. Like, he won this award, like, comedian of the century or something. And his mom was like, well, I mean, they had to pick somebody.
Aw.
Are your parents approving?
Yes, they are. Yeah. Yeah, they don't pull that kind of shit. They don't do that thing with the career stuff. But in general, I don't know if it's almost like accidentally, although there are certain things that my mom has said where I'm just like, how did this just happen? But it's, in general, the message, though, is don't ever relax and feel secure.
Oh, yeah, no.
You know? But I do think they are proud of me. So I have that,
good.
which I'm fortunate.
Yeah,
for.
I mean, look, I don't think my mom's a bad person, like I said, and I don't think it's her fault. I think it's the card she was dealt back in the old country, coupled with legitimate problems in her head. And like, what can you do? It's been a battle. Like, if your parents are mentally ill, you have someone in your family, like, it's a real pisser. And I've been in therapy, and unfortunately, they don't deal with it. You do. It screws up your life. So just fix yourself. If you got someone in your family that you're close to and they got problems, go work on yourself, because you're not going to change them, man.
That's such a hard thing to accept. It's so true,
That you're not going to change your parents? I think that's the hardest lesson.
Yeah.
As a grown-up to accept.
Yeah.
It's never going to be what you want it to be. It is how it is, and you just got to go forward.
It creates a deadness inside thinking about it, which I think is what being a grown-up is, kind of. But just to really, I mean, I think a goal is to see things and people as they truly are, not as what you want it to be. And I struggle with that. And to not judge it and go, it is what it is. Do I wish my mom was this wonderful, June Cleaver, is that her name? She baked cookies for me every day and was there when I got home from school and told me I was the best. Yeah, of course. But you know what? I did get an awesome dad who's super cool to me, and I had a great stepmother, and I had a stepfather, and I got 3 stepsisters later, and friends like Jenny. And that family is surrogates to my friend Shauna and her family. So, like, you build your world consciously. The older you get, you surround yourself with better people. So how long were you a writer on Chelsea Lately, or are you still? Or That's a really good question. I was only I did the round table for like a year and some change. You appeared on it, or you were writing? No, just as a round table regular. Mm-hmm. And then Jen Kirkman left, and then they brought me on to replace her. And I mean, look, I didn't really last that long.
it wasn't really for me. Like, I just wasn't I didn't mesh with that culture. It's a very specific culture, that show. Mm-hmm. And I just did not fit in there. So yeah, I didn't last very long.
Can you describe what the specific culture is?
Yeah. Okay, so picture like you're in high school, okay? And there's like the group of girls who they hang out with the football players, and maybe like they're like the cool kids, and then you are like a goth, and you hang out by the racquetball courts and smoke cigarettes and like talk about The Cure or whatever. And the popular kids talk shit and like, oh, I didn't mesh with that world.
So you felt like you didn't fit in.
Yeah, I wasn't a good match for that show. Like, it's different. Mm-hmm. Like, I found myself hanging out with the security guys a lot. Like the Latin security guards, like, because they kept it real with me, and I enjoyed that.
It seems perhaps not the most nurturing environment.
That's
right?
one way to put it. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit of that. I mean, like, the show's hugely successful, and like, I respect anybody that makes it as huge as Chelsea Handler has, and everybody, like, it's awesome, it's great, but it wasn't a good fit for me or my well-being. I would just like, it was one of those gigs where like, I'd get in my car at the end of the day and be like, if this is one of the coolest jobs in showbiz, like, why am I so miserable?
Yeah.
Why do I feel so, like, why am I sad? And so yeah, it didn't work out for me there. But hey, it prompted me to get on the road.
Yeah, it sounds like it was a good experience ultimately because it was a bad experience.
It was the best thing. It was the best experience. Because, you know, when you sometimes you got to do what's wrong before you figure out what's right.
Yes.
You do a lot of wrong shit, and you're like, this feels terrible. Why does this feel bad? And then you find who you are in that process. So I know who I am and what I'm good at now, and it's because of that show. Mm-hmm. It prompted me to become a better stand-up and to become a headliner and be better at that. So that's what I'm focused on.
Well, I think it's time to do some Just Me or Everyone.
Oh, yay. Perfect.
Sometimes I ponder on something I have thought or done. Is it just me or everyone?
All right. It's all in your head says, I turn my ceiling fan to low from a fear of being decapitated in my sleep to then wake up sweating to death. I have never thought about the fan breaking free of the ceiling and falling and decapitating me. But now I will, except that we have a ceiling fan, but it's not in the bedroom. So, yeah. But I've never thought about that.
So that would be just him.
That's just him.
Well, I don't like ceiling fans.
How come?
I don't like the wind on my face when I'm sleeping.
Oh, that has come up on the Adam Carolla show. This whole, because I do like to sleep with a fan pointing at me. It's just not a ceiling fan. I like that.
You like the wind on you?
Yeah, and Adam does, but his wife does not like it at all.
My husband loves it, and I hate it. It makes me crazy.
Yeah, I think it's masculine of me, I suppose. So I just like the wind on my balls. What can I say? You know,
that's just you then.
All right, El Gato is Mio. Does that mean the cat is me? Just Me or Everyone. I smell bathwash before buying it, and when I squeeze it to take a whiff, some of it usually jizzes onto my nose. Yes, and
absolutely.
I hate that if it's some kind of oily product, because then I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna get because my skin. If I were to put a blob of lotion on my nose, it would make me break out. So I'm always worried about moisturizing or oily products making me break out because I smelled them.
I smell everything before I buy. You have to.
Yes, sometimes I'll smell deodorant and then I feel just weird. Like if I'm in a store trying to smell the deodorant.
Well, because you have to take that protective sheath off.
Exactly.
And then you look like you're stealing.
I worked with someone who kept that protective sheath on her little thing of deodorant, and I thought, that's weird.
It's not okay.
I don't, like, what is it, like some kind of thing to save the shape? That's weird.
It does not save the shape, does it?
I don't know.
If you mash it, you'd have to mush it in there.
It's a deodorant scoop. It's a deodorant mold. I don't know. She was very weird.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
she was weird with it. Down to her deodorant, she was weird.
Well,
Gary, do you smell stuff? Gary uses expensive hair products.
Yes.
what do you use?
I don't use
Bedhead or
anything that
something?
special. But
Teagy. Is it Teagy?
Cat Redkin.
Oh, that's fancy.
He uses one expensive product. It came up on another episode.
short, sexy hair.
That's why you're hesitant to say it.
an asshole.
Well, it works for you. Do you
Yeah.
smell your stuff before you buy it?
Not gel, but like body wash or shampoo, definitely.
Okay.
In fact, I'll sit there and smell all of them to make sure I've made the right choice.
You have to because you're committing. It's like
This is my
months
smell.
with that thing.
Yeah, this is what I will smell like. Like, especially for body wash. I take that seriously.
Dude, yeah.
Wait.
Because it's a huge amount of it. You can't just
Yeah.
buy a little thing of body wash.
Do you guys both use body wash? I just use soap.
I use both.
I use both.
What do
Soap is the primary cleansing layer, and then you body wash it to give a nice smell. Double layer.
Really? Mm-hmm. Is that how you do it, Gary?
I've done that before, yeah.
Do you guys have a puff that you put your body wash on?
No. Come on. What are you, bougie? That's so bougie.
I don't have
You
a
puff?
No, oh hell no! But I have been just read the Riot Act from friends who feel like I should be using a puff to exfoliate, and I don't even
Dude.
exfoliate.
I don't do
There's a
that.
layer of dead skin all over my live skin.
You know what? My friend Trina insisted on using like a washcloth. Like when she came over, she's like, "Can I?" I'm like, "What?
That's come up on this show. I don't use a washcloth.
What are you, 80 years old? Nobody uses washcloths.
Black people do.
Is that right?
Some of my black fans have told me they always use a washcloth.
Okay.
And evidently, they're like, what? Don't you get dookie under your fingernails? And I was like, that is... I
love it.
My butt is cleaner than that when I'm in the shower. I don't just go straight from the toilet to the shower.
I do. Oh my God, I just started doing that.
Wait, no wiping?
No, sometimes, okay, this is really
Yeah,
TMI.
this is good.
Here it
stuff
comes.
for this show.
This morning, it just happened.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes I take a messy dude. It's a messy brown. And I know that this wiping is going on too much. Ad infinitum, is that the Latin?
For
To go on
yeah.
ad nauseum, whatever
Right.
it is. I can't waste half a roll on this one
And it probably
thing.
chafes at a certain point.
It hurts.
Yeah,
it makes your bunghole red and chafy. So I just give up after a couple of wipes. I go, you know what? It's not going to happen. And then I just stripe down and I go into the shower. What do you do when it's a never-ending wiping? Because sometimes it is never-ending, and then all day there's residuals.
I'm thankful that it's been a while since I've experienced that awfulness, but I believe there are special pre-moistened wipes and things like that that some people use all the time.
They mess up your plumbing. They'll mess up your plumbing. I'm telling
Really?
you,
See,
they
I don't
will
use
screw
them,
your
so-
plumbing up. Don't do
but
it.
it's not like a douche or something.
Not a douche. No. My father-in-law, Top Dog, uses Clorox.
There's a lot going on in that sentence.
Yeah, they call him Top Dog.
Okay.
He's a Marine. He's a former Marine.
Gotcha. A Marine
the
washes
best.
his butt with Clorox? That makes so much sense, and yet it sounds really painful and awful.
It doesn't hurt him. He says that it keeps it real fresh and clean. So
Clorox, that's bleach.
I know.
He's bleaching his asshole.
I know.
Don't his pants, doesn't he have like a circle of white on all his pants?
No, I don't know. I got to investigate further this Christmas. I'll ask him.
Okay. Degenerate gambler. When walking past people on crutches, old people using canes, etc., I start walking slower so it doesn't seem like I'm showing off. I don't actually do that.
That's ridiculous.
I've never thought about that.
I don't stare at people in wheelchairs. I feel like it's rude to. So I consciously go. I'm not going to stare at or little people. I don't stare at them because I have Brad Williams. He's a comic.
Yes, I know him. He's funny.
Yeah, he's great, and I've had long conversations with him about that. So I don't stare at them because I know they don't like that.
Right.
What do you do that?
Do I stare at
What this
people
guy's
who are-
saying though?
No, I don't. I don't slow down.
You showing off with your working
With my able body. I know. Gary, do you do that?
No, I definitely don't.
Okay. Serpenter says, skip the trip to the kitchen at work just to avoid
Yep.
conversation with people there. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I do all sorts of weird stuff to avoid. Like, I'll do a whole different route at the grocery store if there's someone I know in an aisle.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
I don't. If my neighbor's out there, I won't check the mail.
Yes.
I won't. I avoid contact constantly.
Okay, how do you feel about that? Because I do too, and I don't feel good about it.
It's something wrong with us. It's not normal.
Is that true, though?
Yeah.
That's a real just me or everyone, actually. The degree to which we're antisocial, is that weird?
Oh, I'm totally antisocial.
Yeah.
I'm a lone wolf.
Me too.
Yeah.
I really don't like... But then I have a conversation, I'm like, I feel better. I should do
Yes.
that more often.
Me too.
But I'm constantly I default into avoidance.
Do you know why? Here's why I think we do. It's because maybe as a child, your interactions with people, if they were, like, you didn't know where it was going to go, if it went crazy.
Boundary issues and things.
Word.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep,
Because you don't
exactly.
know what they're going to say to you.
Right.
They're going to confront you on something.
Yes.
That's the fear.
Exactly. They're going to invite you somewhere.
Oh, come on over.
But see, okay,
Like,
that's actually something I really wish I had, was that ability to be nimble and social and to realize I can be in a conversation with someone and they can say something and I will be able to navigate, or I'll be able to negotiate whatever it is in the moment. And if I have to say no, that's fine. If I say yes, if I have to say I have to think about it, all of that will be okay. But because I think that's how the person who's well-adjusted addresses that kind of situation. It's like, sure, I'll answer the phone, or I will talk to them, and if something comes up, I'll just deal with it.
Oh, no, I don't answer phone calls ever.
Yeah.
I never answer the phone. I have anxiety around phone calls. I hate talking on the phone.
Me too. Now, do you think a part of us being performers, though, is that it's a way to interact where we're safe?
What do you mean?
Well, it's this heightened sort of interaction with people, but it's in
yeah.
it's in a like safe space, even
Yes.
though like to someone who has stage fright, it would appear that what we're doing is really scary.
Right.
But to us, it's safer than the kind of interaction where you have no idea where it's going to go.
Yeah, it's a form of intimacy that's not intimate.
Yeah.
I don't have to really know you. I can like kind of know you on my terms.
Right.
Yeah.
Now
I don't like it. I hate the phone. I hate texting. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Twitter, forget about it.
Wait. I like texting and Twitter. I don't like the phone, though.
I like Twitter. Because I don't like the negative energy sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, even if you say something as a joke, and then someone will try to jokey joke back, and they don't do it right, and it reads as an insult to you.
Yes.
You're like, oh, man.
Yeah.
I get upset too fast.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a segment we do on the show. But we're doing Just Me or Everyone right now.
Sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. Kinetic by night. I am constantly yawning in the shower no matter how tired I may or may not be. This is making me yawn reading. I think it has something to do with steam. I don't do that, but I've seen dogs that yawn constantly.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I saw it on YouTube.
Oh, that's cute. I love
It was,
dogs.
yeah.
Doing
Oh, me too.
anything. It's my favorite.
Do you have a dog?
Dude, I wish. No.
I don't either, but
I got the fever real bad, though. I want a puppy real bad.
me too. Are you on Instagram?
Yeah.
Do you
follow
follow?
puppies
Yes!
on Instagram?
I feel like all I do is just
You're so
like
bored.
Puppy Palace and Daily Puppy.
Puppy Palace. I don't have that. Wait.
Follow them. It's cute puppies.
I have Puppies of Instagram. Puppies Instagram. is what
I
it's
don't
called.
follow that one, but I see that hashtag sometimes.
Yeah, and there's Smokin' Boo, who's an English bulldog. I follow him. It's just pictures of him.
My boyfriend loves bulldogs. I don't love them as much. But I love cute things.
Yeah.
There's a baby koala that I saw earlier. Oh, my God. Okay. Crap, dude. What the fuck? Every time I put change in a vending machine, I insert them according to the denomination highest to lowest. I don't do that. I just put it in willy-nilly.
When change the vending machine. No, that's retarded. No, who does that? That's crazy.
That guy does.
No, that's
Gary
too much.
doesn't do it either. Okay.
Too much.
Patrick S. Brown. I forget I can be seen when I have sunglasses, headphones in.
All the time. I fart all the time with my headphones in. If I'm on a treadmill or I'm walking, I'm like, I can fart because I'm wearing my headphones all the time.
I have done that before, but I don't regularly do it. Gary?
No, I don't. I do always wear my sunglasses, though, because they're prescription, so I'll frequently realize I've been walking around the supermarket for 30 minutes with my sunglasses on like a dick.
Oh, that is dicky.
I don't
elitist.
wear sunglasses in the sun even because if I have sunglasses on and I'm talking to someone, I have to lift them up. I have some need for them to see my eyes.
I do that too. I believe it's rude to talk to somebody with sunglasses
Yeah, I think
on.
because when I'm talking to someone with sunglasses on, I'm like, I can't see your
I'm
eyeballs.
a dick then.
Well,
keep 'em on?
but I've never gone grocery shopping with you.
If I have my sunglasses on, they stay on. It just gives me a headache to take them off unless I have my reading glasses like readily available.
I think that's okay. That's the more normal.
Except that I
thing,
can't.
yeah.
Except that no one knows that. How long have we been friends? And you didn't. I don't know if you even knew that. So like,
I didn't know that.
So how many conversations have I had with you where you thought I was just being disrespectful?
I don't think I've ever
Be honest, Allison.
But I worry about it. I'm not
you know what?
asking
We
you.
don't.
I'm just
we don't
asking.
have outside phone. We don't have outside conversations. That's why
true. I'm
we've
just
never
more
been
asking
in a
as like
sunglasses environment.
General
Really?
hypothetical. Like I think about the fact that there are several people out there who probably think I'm a dick because I always keep my sunglasses on. But
Well, I hope they listen to this episode.
yeah,
Allison, you never curse.
Oh, I do though.
Really? Do I just
yeah.
not hear it because I'm such a foul mouth? Maybe. Yeah.
I think I've said some curse words.
F-bombs?
I
Does
believe
your
I
audience
did.
get real mad at that?
You know what? They used to, but not anymore. I think they accept it now. My audience back in like the sort of the red eye. I used to do the show on Ustream. Back then, it was they wanted me to be more innocent, I think. But now they accept that I say fuck and that I talk about poo and stuff.
I was going to plug my podcast.
I want you to.
But because we say F and S and we talk about pooing and awful things.
No,
Listen,
please.
No,
we talk about all sorts of gross things on this
well,
podcast.
I just want to invite your listeners. If you guys think I'm okay, listen to my podcast with my husband, Call Your Mom's House. Listen to episode 81 with Ian Bagg.
Oh, he's funny.
He's the greatest.
Yes, I like
and
him.
it's so indicative of how it normally is. If you want to pick one episode, do that. The Roseanne Barr episode we just dropped to. Oh, it'll be like in the future. When
It
this
will be, but
happens.
they can listen to the hits.
Or episode 79 with Tom's sister Maria. It's a
Or
good
just
one, too.
subscribe.
Or just
You
subscribe.
probably would want that, right?
Peep it out. If you like it, if you like to keep it real, we keep it real. It's really fun. It's a silly show.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
All right, Matt Cortez. When listening to a podcast or radio show and I hear a caller with my name, I hope it's me, even though I didn't call. I can relate to that.
I totally.
Yeah. I've never actually thought that, but I can imagine myself thinking that. Yeah. Okay.
That's silly. I like it.
Surf Kirchy. I'm sorry, I think I mangled your name. Never lick envelopes because of that roach egg in the tongue story. I've never heard that. That's disgusting, but now I'll be afraid of that. I don't like to lick envelopes, though, because they're disgusting.
I
tasting.
agree.
Yeah.
I don't do it either.
Gary, roach egg tongue, do you know about this story?
no, and I won't be finding out.
Yeah.
Bet you I'm the only one who can say that in this conversation.
Well, you think we're all going to go home and Google
I
it?
think you will.
I won't.
Really?
There's certain things I know better than to Google.
That's surprising.
Yeah, I have self-control in that way. Like, there's a fair amount of, we talked about it with Kevin Pereira, that sort of how people get like, there's certain things that I just won't watch that everyone else has seen.
Yeah, but that, well, okay, the reason that I said this, and maybe I'm being defensive, but that seems more like something that you know is deliberately gross for no other reason, whereas this could be a thing that you have to be looking out for.
Oh, no.
That was why I made the assumption.
Yes, right. Like, no, I believe this to be bullshit.
Oh, okay. Because with Kevin Pereira, we were talking about, like, scatting and, like, weird, just fucking awful shit.
Weird, or like goatsy.
Yeah, just like...
Wait, what?
Goatsy is an internet meme. It's photos of people spreading their butt cheeks.
I love that. Have you guys seen the video of the guy with the plastic underwear and he shits in it?
No, I have not.
I'll send it to you later. It's a real treat.
Okay.
It's called Sack Lunch. Well, I call it Sack Lunch.
I haven't seen Two Girls, One Cup either, and I don't
What?
want.
Don't do it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's certain things I know that I don't want to see,
You don't
or
know.
anything cruel or involving violence or death. I don't
like
to
the
see.
death stuff.
I also
won't
don't.
do it.
I also don't like horror movies. I can't handle them. I scare very easily.
I do too. I don't like it either. I believe in ghosts and stuff, so when I start watching that, I get all paranoid and I can't sleep at night. I'm afraid of ghosts in my own house.
Like, you really believe that there are ghosts and things?
If I watch Long Island Medium before I go to bed, forget about it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to think about it the whole
Wait,
night.
what's your favorite crappy TV show that you watch?
I like Long Island Medium. I like Flipping Out. Gigolos.
Jay Moore was just talking about
What?
Gigolos. Yeah, he's like, he couldn't believe that I don't watch it.
It's the best show.
I need to start watching
Dude,
this show.
we're going to have Brace on, who's one of the best gigolos. He's going to be on our podcast tomorrow.
Wow.
Brace, gigolo. Look him up.
Have you seen him have sex on TV?
Yeah.
That's what the show's like.
Yes, it is. And it's all authentic. Like, you think male gigolos are all gay, and they're not. Like, they actually service real women. And gigolo, he also masturbated on TV, Brace. It was
Ew.
really crazy, yeah.
Well, how'd you score him?
I started tweeting at him, and then we got our listeners on him. We made all the mommies tweet Brace until he just broke down. And then I emailed him. We got him on the phone. He's fantastic. You really got to watch
I
this
need
show.
to watch this
It's
show.
fantastic.
Every time I hear gigolo, you know what's awful? Every time I hear the word gigolo, the actual word gigolo is not what I think. I just think juggalo.
Juggalo. What's a juggalo?
An Insane Clown Posse fan.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. I think we have time for a very quick, just, hey, go fuck yourself.
Oh, okay.
Now see, last night we recorded and it was just like an avalanche or a volcano of hey, go fuck yourselves. And I should have thought to save some of them for this week of recording, but instead I just like all of them came out. So I don't have a lot of anger and hey, go fuck yourself selfness left inside. But I managed to find one tweet that I didn't appreciate. Okay. So
Do you get told to kill yourself a lot? I get that every now and then.
I don't get that one.
Okay. That's a death threat, really.
Yes.
It should be illegal. But,
yes. Yeah. No, I really only have gotten a small handful of ones where I've thought this is actually, a threat. But usually I get a lot of jerks. This one is not even that jerky. This is really, I'm really stretching the bounds of this segment. Okay, so I tweeted, brand new episode of my podcast with Jay Moore, please love it, me. And then he wrote, can't you get your own guests? # no hand-me-downs. And I was like wanting to write something back, but then I didn't know what to say. And how do I feel about this?
Why would you tweet that to someone? That's always my question is what's the motive? He's hoping to elicit a negative response from you, right?
Yes, which is why I'm not going to give it to him.
Never answer them. Never.
I've had to learn that the hard way.
Why?
Because I get, like, too often I get drawn into it where I will write something back. And it's like, I just wasted my time writing back to someone who had 3 followers.
Oh, but that's why he's baiting you, because he's only got 3 followers and his picture's an egg.
Right.
He's not a real person.
This one actually is a real person. But it just annoys me because it's like, yes, we had Jay on the Adam Carolla show, but my episode with Jay is very, like every episode that's been on, every person who's been on the Adam Carolla show that I've had on my show, some of them, first of all, I recorded first, but it airs later.
So they don't know.
Right. But also, it's not at all, it's like, to a person, it is not the same interview at all. So that's why I say, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Go get him, Allison. Doesn't that feel good?
It does.
You just crossed the line.
Hey,
that felt good, right?
go fuck yourself.
It always feels good.
See? That's why you got to keep doing it.
I know.
I mean,
I
who
don't
doesn't
know.
like that segment? Come on, you'd be crazy if you didn't like hearing Allison Rosen say, go fuck yourself to somebody.
They do like it. I know. But I don't know. But I feel like I'm trying to think if I have more to say about the whole idea of guests that are on more, like we're all of us who are podcasting, it's a kind of a small pool, and we all get certain guests, like Brace has not appeared on everyone's podcast. We all get certain guests who are sort of that we've from the outside and are exclusive to our podcast, and then there are other guests who pop up on a lot of podcasts, and there's a reason for it, and presumably we all get something different out of them.
Right, like Bert Kreischer does everybody's, and I'll do people's, and you, I'm sure, do. We're all in the same thing. And Jay Moore does more than just the Carolla show and your show.
He does his own show. And he had Adam on, and he just wrote to me today, and he wants to have me on, which is exciting to me.
That's awesome.
So, and people who are fans and who like to listen to all of it, because they're getting something different out of it with each episode.
Right.
Oh, I'm so glad I told that person to go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
Well, Christina, thank you so much. This has been very fun. People can find your podcast, Your Mom's House, on iTunes, or they can go to your website, right? Which is...
well, there's, yourmomshousepodcast.com and ChristinaComedy.com for my dates and videos, and you can check me out. And if you like me, come see me. I tour constantly.
And if I know you don't love Twitter, but if they want to follow you on Twitter...
You can follow me at Christina P with a CHRISTINA.
All right. And you can follow me on Twitter at Allison Rosen. You can follow the show's Twitter feed at ARIYNBF. You can follow Gary at GPatrickSmith. If you want to email the show, ARIYNBF at AdamCarolla.com. And if you're going to buy something on Amazon, which you are because they have everything, why not click through the banner on my website, AllisonRosen.com. And it doesn't cost you anything extra, but it helps the show out. I love you guys. Oh, and also I wanted to remind you to check out a special bonus premium episode of Allison Rosen is Your New Best Friend. It's the live show that I did at the LA Podcast Festival with guests Doug Benson and Greg Proops, and that is for sale in the comedy album section of iTunes. It's $1.99, and God willing, it will be available by the time you hear this. It should have been available for a while by the time you hear this, but Gary is shaking his head at me.
What was that?
What's going on, Gary?
Very dismissive.
You don't think we should reveal that we're waiting for the iTunes store to make us go live?
No.
Why?
Because it will have been live for weeks at this point.
We don't know that for sure.
Okay.
Wow. I feel like Mom and Dad are fighting.
I do too.
I like it. Conflict.
All right, you guys. I love you, and I will talk to you next week.
Meow.
Bye.
Thank you for having
Thank you
me.
so much.
It was
Thank you.
awesome. Meow.
Bye.
Hey, do you know about the Allison Rosen show? We had a good time, but now we gotta go. Yeah, Allison